Hello YouTube B3, you're back another kicking comic book review, graphic novel review of sorts, a graphic novel review of itself. Today we got some more Rebirth swag. You know you love that Rebirth, and it gets me the girth. I get aroused. Yeah, so today we're looking at a Volume 1 Superman Action Comics, Volume 1, Path of Doom. Action Comics is probably the single most important book in Rebirth, I think.
High praise.
Yeah, like the whole Rebirth continuity now is focused entirely around Superman. Everything revolves around him.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, because it makes sense. That's why I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it does make sense. You ain't wrong.
Especially with Mr. Oz keeping an eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this whole book, it's mostly just a big doomsday brawl.
Yeah.
Like, there's this heist going on, but it's actually a distraction. Some stuff can be stolen from the vault of this genetic corporation. And Superman shows up, but it's a self-proclaimed Superman in the form of Lex Luthor with Apocalypse armor on and the deceased Superman's cape. How he gets that cape will be revealed in Volume 2 in a side story that was in the back of Justice League issues. So you have to wait till then to find out how he gets the cape.
Encyclopedic knowledge over here. It's really impressive.
Yeah. But, so the Kents, Whites, Smiths, whatever they're going by now, move into a new home.
I think it's the Smiths.
And Clark sees on the TV, oh crap, Lex is trying to be Superman, I'm not going to let this happen. So he throws on this new Superman outfit he's made for himself, goes and reveals himself to the world. Because he's like, you are not Superman, I'm going to be Superman now, just so you won't be.
He kind of prefaces that he anticipates like not trusting Lex. In the previous, the Final Days of Superman, or not Final Days, it was
Which story are you thinking about?
Lois and Clark, where Lois is contemplating if this new universe is going to be any different, if other people will be different, if they haven't seen some of the supervillains they expected. She's like, you think Lex could be good? And Superman's like, nah, he's Lex, he's always dirty.
Yeah.
So that's kind of set up there. He is never going to trust Lex no matter what.
For
Anyways.
sure. But yeah, he tries to get the cape back, because he's like, you do not deserve that cape. Has a small brawl with Lex. And then Clark Kent shows up.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim Tillman.
But yeah, everyone's like, Clark Kent's Superman, though. Because everyone knows at this point.
And Wonder Woman accuses him of like, hey, nice way of finding a plant to be like Clark Kent, and so you can be Superman, and like them not ever cross over. And he's like, I wish I could have said I was that smart, but I
could have
wasn't.
figured that out. No, it was not me. So they're trying to figure out who the Superman is. That's almost the entirety of what Volume 2 is about.
Yeah.
Clark Kent. And then what was being stolen gets out, and it's Doomsday!
Dun dun dun!
Yeah, so he, and it seems to be the Doomsday from this Superman's continuity, but a little bit smarter. Just a little bit smarter.
So he's just a step above primal, inarticulate, killing rage?
Yeah, he still has his instincts to kill all things Kryptonian.
All things, period.
Yeah, mostly Kryptonian. That's his first target's Kryptonian
Fair.
junk. And then Mr. Oz is watching, doing his thing, trying to get Doomsday into his collection of sorts, which at this point in time, when we're recording this, still don't know what that's for. Still don't know what's going on. We know it's used to hold people who are learning too much about his operation. But other than that, there's beings in there that are just there.
So, it's a brawl.
Yeah, big brawl. Lex and Superman versus Doomsday. They're not getting anywhere. Then Wonder Woman shows up in her new outfit, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like the Batman Superman Wonder Woman, actually.
Yeah, she looks good.
It's very dope. I like the gold better than the silver. The silver was fine, but I like the gold better.
The gold's more classical.
It's more regal. It's more regal, I think. She's a princess, after all.
True.
She should be adorned with gold, even if you do go straight to hell for it. Just kidding, he's no god. Anyways, Lois is like really worried. They're watching it on the TV.
Because this is the Superman and the Lois that dealt with the whole death of Superman thing.
Yeah, they had that.
Superman has died at the hand. This particular Superman has died at the hands of Doomsday before.
This particular Doomsday, apparently.
So like
they're worried about it, dude.
Just a little bit, dude.
Just a little, dude.
Just a little, and there's no Matrix to bring him back.
Nope,
no Matrix MacGuffins.
So if he dies, it's done.
They say that like how many times? Like that, oh, well, I'm worried because he already lost to Doomsday once. Like, there's at least 7 shots of that.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, this is a collection of issues that came out monthly.
True.
So, people that read the single issues read a little bit, waited a month, read a little bit more, waited a month, read a little bit more.
I noticed that in the pacing of this graphic novel, and also in the whole, like, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there's always a little timestamp, which was actually really nice and convenient.
Yeah, that's why after it shows a cover art, that means it's the next issue, which is why there's always exposition right there that you don't really need.
But I will say that, like, they still use the same image, like, at least 3, 4, 5 times maybe.
Yeah, it's drawn differently, but it's the same, like, Death of Superman, cape on
with
the
the
pole.
cape on the pole, yeah, the piece of rebar or whatever.
Yeah, so Superman kind of gets Luthor to do some crowd control. This new Clark Kent, who's totally human, breaks his arm. And they're like, "Who are you? Leave."
And they're literally, Lex is like, "You are clearly not Superman, because Superman would not be sitting there with his thumb up his ass doing nothing when people are getting hurt."
That's
because this Clark Kent's a little wussy.
That's about the equivalent of what he says.
That's literally what he says. He's like, more than you getting hurt, you being a total wuss tells me you're not Superman.
Yeah, so it's like the 3 of them fighting, and Doomsday runs off.
Baby back,
and,
bitch.
Yeah, when Doomsday runs off, Superman's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to give you a rundown on this Doomsday," and he's listing all Doomsday's abilities, and he's like, he can sense Kryptonians, and then it's like he just connects in his head. He's like, "Crap, Doomsday's going after my son!"
Well, there's also maybe an implication that John got super excited while watching this on TV and screamed loud enough to shatter all the windows and nearly deafen his mom. So, like, there's an implication that maybe Doomsday, like, heard it and was like, Kryptonian?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Nice timing on that.
Also, like, the meeting of Wonder Woman and Lois and stuff. It was a very nice little scene.
Yeah, Lois was like, "I'm sure this is weird," and Wonder Woman has this very kind of, like, nice, like, "No, it seems right." And I was like,
very calm.
She was
so calm in the face of Doomsday. Wonder Woman is so calm.
In the face of seeing the exact image of her previous lover with a different woman and child, that might give anybody a little, at least a shiver up your spine.
And she's fought. She's fought their version of Doomsday multiple times. She understands the threat here, 100%.
So she's just
maybe even more so because New 52 Doomsday literally punched his way out of the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, that's bad.
That dude's tough.
That's not tough. That's
a little more than tough.
God. Tough aspires to be that one day. The definition of tough aspires to be that.
Yeah, but
when he grows up one day.
So Superman and Wonder Woman go to stop Doomsday from getting his son.
Doomsday
Lex obviously stays behind, of course, to
crowd control, save people. He's really salty about that too.
Yeah, he's trying to keep buildings standing over there.
He's doing it.
You know, he obviously didn't want Lex to see Lois and John.
Yeah.
Lex would have figured some stuff out when he saw Lois. He'd have been like, "You're not Lois Lane. Yeah. You're too old. Your hair's a different color.
But you look like her." He'd have figured it out.
Yeah.
There's no way. With all his technology,
he's way
he'd
too
have figured
smart.
it out.
Yeah. But Mr. Oz here, the big rebirth dude, you're going to learn more about him later.
I hope so.
We're going to do the deluxe edition. We're going to review that. And he actually sends this like squad of goons he has or whatever to try to pull Doomsday into this portal.
Doesn't work.
They all get slaughtered, of course.
Doesn't work.
But eventually, Superman is actually able to
lure him back to the Fortress of Solitude. The New 52's Fortress of Solitude, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. It is.
And of course he's...
Actually, I'll check and see, because I don't remember. But he has Wonder Woman take Lois and John up to the Watchtower, and he's like, "Stay with them." And Lois is like, "Don't stay with us."
Actually, I take that back. No, he takes him to his mountain cave. I'm thinking of a different comic that I read
later. I thought it was Mountain Cave, because I remember he had to build it himself.
Right, and he also built in, like, Code Doomsday. Like, he's literally built his cave to be like, "Hey, Doomsday's here, let's back up Soups until he's got his plan." So, and he does actually specify that, like, instead of just going in to punch the crap out of Doomsday like he does most opponents, he has to plan a lot more than he would for a regular opponent.
And he would have lost without Wonder Woman there.
Oh gosh,
that final
absolutely.
blow,
oh yeah,
he would have died.
Straight up. So, yeah, Wonder Woman swoops in at the last second after seeing Lois and John off to safety. She comes back at the last second, stalls Doomsday long enough for Superman to grab the Phantom Zone portal gun.
Yeah. Zaps Doomsday into the zone, and then Mr. Oz somehow gets Doomsday out of the zone for his little collection.
Yay.
But, so this thing is mostly just a big brawl.
And it was entertaining enough.
Yeah, the most important point is Superman and his family getting acquainted with Wonder Woman a bit more. He's acquainted with her a little already because of Justice League.
And I like Lois and Wonder Woman's interaction.
Yeah, and him coming out as Superman
Came out
and
of the closet.
confronting Lex.
Came out of the
Yeah,
closet.
he did. Not as gay, but as Superman. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But you got anything to add, big boy? You like this one?
I did like it. It was a brawl. It was simple. It was straightforward. It had good character interactions, and frankly, there's not really much more that I ask out of comic books beyond that, for the most part.
It was pretty
Like
good.
when I get more, I'm pleasantly surprised. But if I get that, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Dan Jurgens and Pat Zurcher and whoever else worked on this. Got a whole list of people.
But it was enjoyable. I can
Four
recommend it.
artists on this book. Yeah, it's got very smooth art.
Mhm.
It's really good looking. Papa like it.
I know. I could tell. You picked it up and you got a little chubby.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc.
Check it out on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, SoundCloud. That's down
Don't
there.
forget that
I
SoundCloud.
think that might be the first link available, actually.
How could you forget that?
It's either that or my second channel.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye-bye.